Hey, what's up guys and gals? My name is Nineg. Thank you so much for joining me today. We're going to be talking about the Addams Family Values movie. This came out in 1993 as a sequel to the 1991 remake, The Addams Family, starring Raul Julia. They also had Christopher Lloyd, Angelica Huston, so many other actors, Christina Ricci. It is a great movie if you haven't seen it. It's the one that I got started on, which introduced me to the 1960s original television show. If you don't know, I am continuing on with the month-long third annual Halloween special. I'm so excited to continue making videos, focusing mostly on sequels, other TV shows that focus on Halloween movies, and we're going to look at little-known facts about this movie that if you haven't seen, you should really check it out. I think some people kind of underrate these movies. They both really are good. And they're not exactly the 1960s version. They're a little bit different, but in my opinion, they accentuated some things, made it a little more creepy, and it just works so perfectly. Let's get right to it. Let's talk about the first scene where we see that Morticia is having a baby. And who's she going to have? She's going to have the little boy Pubert, the next child in the Addams family. Now, the name Pubert was originally suggested and later rejected for Pugsley. Now, Charles Addams was the creator of the Addams family, and when he was thinking of the son of the Addams family, he thought of Pubert. They said, no, that doesn't work. Sounds a lot like puberty. And so they made him change it to Pugsley, which is what we got in the 60s television show. But then when they asked the producers about the Addams family values, they decided to actually use Pubert, which was the real-life suggestion of Charles Addams. And so I love that fact, that it is in this movie and the link to Charles Addams. Now, little boy Pubert was actually not played by a little boy, was actually played by a little girl. Not only one girl, but two little girls. In fact, they were twin sisters, and their names were Caitlin Hooper and Kristen Hooper. In fact, these are photos of them a lot older, of course, and with the mustache and the way they had their hair and wardrobe and makeup and everything, it did look like a little boy, even though there were girls here. And why do they use twins in a lot of shows? They use them in Full House. They even use them in I Love Lucy. There were two sets of twins to play little Ricky. It's a lot easy to have two child actors, both the same age, both look the same. One of them is sleeping. Maybe you need to change one, but if there's a scene they need to film, they can just grab the other one. They can grab whichever one is more ready, basically. And it's so economical. It makes so much sense. And so now you'll know that little boy Pubert was two little girls. So cool. Now, still, the opening of the movie I absolutely love, and it's rushing to the hospital, right? Because Morticia is having that baby. Now, when she's giving birth, they filmed this scene with Angelica Huston standing against the wall. She was not lying down. Why did they do this? Well, this was done so that her hair and makeup stayed perfectly in place and it didn't ruin the scene while they were filming it. So again, it's a simple camera trick, right? You can let someone lie on a wall or standing up, and you can just turn the camera in editing, and then it'll look like they're lying down, but her hair is perfect, and that's what they want in a movie. It's all about what you see, not about what the reality is. Now, a little Easter egg, a little thing that's hidden in the background. Did you notice this? Let me know in the comments down below. When Wednesday and Joel Glicker, the character, first see each other at the camp, you can see in the background that Pugsley is trying to hang himself in the background. I think it's perfect, something that maybe not all people see. Maybe some people have seen it, but it's really cool, hidden Easter egg. How many of you have seen it? Now, the iconic Michael Jackson was signed on to this movie to write and perform a song for the film's soundtrack. Now, he did finish the song and had difficulties with his contract that resulted in the song not being used in the soundtrack, and the video for the song was never even filmed. Now, the name of the song, Is It Scary? It is later included in the 1997 Jackson album, so you can check it out. The actress Mercedes McNabb played the character Amanda Buckman in Addams Family Values. Now, if you're a big fan of the first movie, The Addams Family, in 1991, she plays a Girl Scout. She's an unnamed Girl Scout who tries to offer the children some Girl Scout cookies, and there's a, tongue-in-cheek funny joke from Wednesday Addams. But the actress comes back for Addams Family Values, and you could say that it is in fact the same girl. because although we don't get her name in the beginning, you could conclude that, hey, this is the same girl all along. They live in the same area. And that's why she showed up at the same camp. I think that is super awesome, super amazing. I just want to give a quick look at this movie. Have you seen it? You should really give it a chance. Raul Julia, it was his last film. Essentially, I mean, he also had Street Fighter, but essentially his big last film before he passed away. Angelica Huston was awesome. Christopher Lloyd was amazing. Even put the light bulb in his mouth like back in the 60s television show. Christina Ricci was great. Thing was played by a magician. I mean, Lurch was amazing in this. It was just good. It wasn't the same. It was a little different, a little more creepy, still funny, still had the little jokes in there, and I think it's amazing. Again, it's a film that, two films I think are very underrated. Love to know your thoughts down below. By the way, check out the other Halloween videos that I put out this month, and even last year's. I'll put a link in the description where you can see all of them. They're pretty great videos, very fun. It'll give you the mood of Halloween, and it's a great way to support the channel. We'll see you all next time. Thank you so much for the support, and most importantly, never forget, be hopeful. A really big thank you to all my Diamond tier patrons: Jerry D, Stacy L, Scott R, Citizen Kane 359, Jennifer P, David D, Kevin K, Sally N, and Vito L. If you want to be on this list or receive exclusives as a great way to support the channel, visit my Patreon description below. Thank you.